What's going on, guys? I'm your boy SuLLy, and today, oh for fuck's sake, Steam. What's going on, guys? I'm your boy SuLLy. Today I'm back bringing you episode 87, that I do believe this is, of SuLLy on Sundays. If it loads up on my laptop. But yeah, I believe this is around episode 87 of SuLLy on Sundays, and if you don't know what this is, again, living under a rock, not focusing too much on my channel. This is my weekly vlogging series where every week I upload a video that's around 5 to 10 minutes long, where I sit down and just talk to my camera for that long about any news, information, whatever that I feel I should be updating you guys on, and whatever I feel you guys should be informed of in terms of what's coming up for me in the next few weeks, anything that I just feel is relevant to express on my channel, so that you guys are aware of what's happening with me and you guys are kept updated and not just left without much content on the channel and things like that. So that's where I'll start off. I haven't uploaded anything again apart from the SuLLy on Sundays last week. Main reason for that is just because I haven't really focused a lot on actually recording gameplays to put them up. If I have been playing COD, I've either been live streaming it or just playing with mates, just messing around on GBs. And if I get a good game, I'll record it straight onto my PlayStation. But I haven't uploaded any of those yet, because at the moment I'm sort of looking for clips, as one of my friends, or I'm not looking, but looking to get clips in games, because one of my friends wants to do like a mini-tage for me on COD 4, so I need to do that, which is why I'm sort of focusing less on doing like a live commentary sort of thing, or trying to record a gameplay for a commentary, as I'm really just trying to play the game to enjoy it at the moment anyway. So that's how I'll start this off, again by apologising for no content. If you guys have been watching my live streams this week, that's awesome. I did two, I think. One was for about 5 hours and the other one was for about 7-ish. I was going to do another drunk stream, but I was drinking, I just didn't get drunk. I'm not sure why, because I actually drank quite a lot, so I was surprised I didn't get more drunk than I did. But yeah, that's that in terms of content. In terms of uni and things like that, I haven't really done a whole lot this week. I just went to lectures as per. I got documentary feedback for my documentary. I got 55 out of 100 for the actual piece, which is a 2-2, which isn't too bad. It's not a first or an upper first or anything like that. It's not 2-1, but it isn't like a fail or anything like that. Would have been nice to get something higher, but the main issue that the markers had with it was that they didn't really get the concept. They weren't really fully behind the idea, or it just wasn't expressed very well in the documentary piece, which is something that obviously you can use to improve on. I'm not too fussed about like the feedback. I was kind of nervous about it the day beforehand, but after reading what they said and getting their feedback, I sort of just was on board with it. I got it. Obviously it wasn't going to be perfect. It was like the first thing I ever made at uni, and it was the most like simplistic, minimalistic thing that really just had a fair bit of post-production editing to it, which is probably why it was a lot harder to get or understand, and that's why it didn't do as well as I hoped it would initially. But I'm not too fussed about it not doing as well as I'd hoped. So yeah, semi-decent grade, okay with it, I guess. It would have been nice to get like a 2-1 or something, but I didn't. So moving on from that, I have my studio production project this week. Had to sit on the lighting board. I didn't actually have to do much, as I explained last week. Literally sat there for like an hour and a half watching these actors try and perform their piece. And then this week my group were in the studio. In the studio you have like the vision mixer, director, producer, assistant producer, script runner, sound mixer, and I was doing the slate work. So we had credits for it. I had to like click on the sound when the sound was supposed to be played, things like that. I was doing quite basic things, but sort of in the back row of the production studio work, which is okay by me. I didn't really sort of jump at the idea of doing something more forward for this piece. It's something that I will do in the future, but just for this I wanted to sort of let other people take the reins and be in the element a bit, as that's just the sort of person I am. I don't really jump at the idea of trying to be in the best potential position, and that no one in my group really did. They were a really awesome group to work with. We ended up getting one really good take, and we were all just incredibly nervous in the gallery whilst everything was happening, because you had an hour and a half to try and get like your best take. You could do as many takes as you want, but if you ran into any technical issues, it will cause cuts, it will cause issues with that, and then you just have to try and work around everything essentially. But we did get 2 good takes. I think we had one that we were just going to choose, and that because it was the best one. There was some issues at the end with adding the credits and things. That was sort of my fault for like misclicking and having the credits come up too quick on the certain bit where it was supposed to be faded in and stuff like that. But I'll take part blame for that, because it was kind of my fault with everyone being as nervous as they were. For me to sort of rush things like that wasn't helpful at all. But yeah, in terms of my other uni work, it's essentially just essays really. We have one due on Thursday, so the day before we break up, and then we have another one due the first week back, I think it is, the 12th. It's either the first week back or, yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. We got all the information for it today, but that's due when we come back after Christmas, so within like a month or so. But yeah, in terms of what I'm doing for Christmas, I really don't know yet, like as in going home or staying here. As far as I'm aware, I'm staying here. I don't really have a reason to go home. I sort of explained last week that everything I own and everything I'd need over Christmas is literally in this room right here. So unless I do have to go home over Christmas, which I don't think I do, because my contract for the room is 38 weeks. So I think that means that we have it essentially all year until summer, unless we have to go home during like Easter and things like that. But I'm hoping I don't have to go home on Christmas, because I know at home my bedroom is just filled to the brim with crap that isn't mine, and it wouldn't be very nice to go back to when literally all of my stuff is here, like I said. So that is pretty much that. For Christmas, holidays wise, I think I'm staying here, and I'm just going to start buying the parts for my new PC. In terms of the PC I've currently got, with the graphics card update and things like that, I can't do a whole lot more than I hoped I would, just because my processor sucks. The graphics actually on the monitor I'm using are all stretched and weird. The icons are stretched, the window for my webcam is stretched right now, and everything just looks elongated, but that's literally just because of the monitor I have not being very compatible with the graphics card and not being able to find the perfect resolution for it. But that's something that I can fix and sort out within the next few days. There was actually a processor in this PC here that I tried to take out and switch into mine, but it isn't compatible with my motherboard, which sucks. As the only issue with that is the motherboard, otherwise I'd switch the two around and then essentially have a new PC. Pardon me. But yeah, other than that, what do I need to update you guys on? Oh yeah, some funny fucking news about my university. We're supposed to have the safest campus in the UK, and over the past few weeks we've had multiple stabbings at the uni. We've had neo-Nazi protests, we've had 2 of those. I'm not sure why exactly neo-Nazis are at my uni, let alone protesting at my uni. But there was like a weird protest with some student demonstration as well as these Nazi protesters in the middle of fucking nowhere, Surrey, which is just so baffling to me. Because before, when I just lived in Egham, I lived in the shit part of Egham, and like Egham Staines border, just not the nicest part of Egham. And now we've moved like further into sort of Runnymede, Englefield Green, which is supposed to where it gets sort of nicer, and just all of this crap's happening. So after all the stabbings, neo-Nazis, we now have an arsonist on campus. Founders Building, which is the building that looks like Hogwarts. If you've ever heard of Royal Holloway University, it's the building that the uni is essentially famous for. Looks like Hogwarts. It's an amazingly beautiful building. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people choose to come here, because they had the chance to actually live in that building. But someone, like a third year, who was sort of like always off his nut on acid, who was kicked off of his course, had his student ID revoked. He shouldn't have been getting onto campus and off of campus as freely as he was. Like switched the other day and started setting alight to things. He'd remove fire extinguishers, and then he'd be setting alight to, I think on one of the floors, he actually, because someone had left their room unlocked, on one of the floors with the accommodation, he managed to get into their room and like set parts of their room alight, put some flammable stuff underneath their door, so the door would essentially go up in flames. But yeah, all hell broke loose for a night on campus. Because my room and my accommodation is literally the other side, didn't affect me in any way, but I knew people from my course and just from around uni who were involved in that. They had to be shipped off to hotels for the night, or they'd stay in other accommodations if there were free rooms. But yeah, there were videos of this guy being arrested, and the memes that have been created afterwards are just a joke. But yeah, apparently the safest campus in the UK, with the most flammable building in the UK, nearly went up in flames the other day. So it was all over the news. It was all over SuLLy news, I'm pretty sure. There were like articles in the Guardian and stuff like that as well. It was just popping up all over the place. But the dude was arrested, can confirm. Not sure if he's still in jail or whatever, but there's no way he's not getting convicted. All of the evidence has already pointed to him. Pretty sure he was seen doing it by literally hundreds of people, and he was obviously arrested on site and taken. But now people are back in the building. Like, there's still burn marks and stuff all over the place, so it's kind of scary for people to be living like that at the moment. But yeah, that was literally the most random thing that happened this week. I was just sat here, and then I was seeing on Facebook just updates of people talking about this guy trying to burn down founders, and I was like, this can't be happening. And then I saw a video of him being arrested and things like that. I was like, oh my word. But yeah, that is that. Apologies for the weird little ramble at the end. That was just something that you guys really had to know if you haven't been like keeping up with local SuLLy news, which I highly doubt you would be, because why the fuck would you? That's what happened at my uni this week. So yeah, for next week I do plan on actually uploading some footage. I have like 3 or 4 games saved on my PlayStation that I can directly upload. If not, I will upload them and download them to my PC so I can do a live com over them, or not a live com, so I can do a commentary over them, just to get some more information out for you guys, some information on COD and stuff like that, and the potential content coming up on my channel over the next few weeks. So that should all be cool. When I break up, I am going to start buying the parts for my new PC. I need to buy the case. I don't need to buy a hard drive. I need to buy an SDD, sort of like the cheaper stuff of what I'm going to buy initially, and then like after Christmas or when I next get my load of bursary in, I'll buy the rest. So I could have a new PC sort of ASAP, but I will obviously keep you guys updated as things go on. But yeah, that is that. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, then as always, do be sure to leave a like. I have been your boy SuLLy. This has been SuLLy on Sundays, episode 87. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.